During this review, no one can hear you scream. This is our review of Alien, Fate of the Nostromo.
Alien is a cooperative action points game where you work together to accomplish different objectives.
At the start of the game, each player takes on a role of the crew member of the Nostromo. You have Ripley, you have Parker, you have Lambert, you have Brett, and you have Dallas.
Each crew member can take a certain amount of actions on their turn, including a special action.
Depending on the number of players, starting objectives are selected at random, and these objectives must be completed throughout the course of the game.
Once the starting objectives have been completed, the crew must then complete a final objective.
While all of this is going on, encounter cards are being drawn, which can either move the Xenomorph or Ash closer to attacking.
If a crew member is attacked, then the crew's morale drops down.
If a crew's morale reaches the end of the morale track, everyone loses.
If the crew accomplishes the starting objectives and the final objective, then everyone wins. The first thing I notice and what I always like are the detailed pieces, like the unique, all these kind of look like their characters in the movie, so I really like that. And obviously the Xenomorph is just as terrifying. And another thing I always enjoy are asymmetric powers, where you get one person and you can do something a little bit different than everyone else. Kind of gives a little variety to the game.
The next thing that I noticed when we were doing the unboxing and looking at everything is the artwork. It looks kind of like photographs, but it's actually artwork of all the characters. So like you have Sigourney Weaver as Ripley here, but it's artwork done, but it's really well done. Objectives all have kind of fun little artwork on it. And I really like the detail that they put in, especially like in the encounter cards with the alien, the different pictures of the alien. Like there's the alien crawling through the ducts or the alien about to attack. So all the artwork is very well done. To begin with, this game is a co-op game, and you kind of know how we feel about co-op games. But this one wasn't too bad because yes, you're all working together, but it's still kind of a fun theme and the things that are happening are still kind of fun. However, it still has that disadvantage that co-op game has in our minds, that ultimately someone is still kind of guiding everyone's decisions on what should be done, and some people may kind of get a little bored if they don't feel like they're contributing enough to the game.
I've seen a couple of the Alien movies, and what really stood out to me was, as we're moving around, if you get attacked, I thought we had life points, but it's like, no, we all share a morale. Like once our morale is down, then it's done. But like in the movies, it's like, you're dead. Like, no, you're just dead. It's like, oh, Alien, what?
It is fun if you're a big fan of the Alien franchise and you want to play it and you want to have that nostalgia of being one of the characters going around. It is fun and it does accomplish that task of feeling like it's part of the Alien universe.
I've always thought it was interesting the way that these games have AI, where the alien has to move a certain way and you don't really dictate it. It makes things much more terrifying, especially when you're playing these types of games, because if there's a lot of different routes and the alien can just come out of nowhere, it really makes you second guess if you're like, do I go in that room? Do I run farther away from that room, but then I'll be closer to that room? Like, what do I do?
I felt the alien overpowered the crew members. So on each turn, you take your actions and then you have to draw an encounter card, which can dictate where the alien goes. So if you're playing and it's the end of your turn and you draw the encounter card and it's 3 spaces away and then the alien can reach you, it's gonna attack you and you're gonna lose 3 points. And I feel like the alien was always attacking us no matter what we were doing. In the game we were playing, and maybe if we played it enough, like statistically it would work out, but I just felt in the game we were playing, the alien was very strong and always attacking us. Having said all that, the objectives aren't inherently difficult. We were accomplishing all the objectives as we were going along. The alien just kept attacking us. And I get that's the point of the game, is the alien's supposed to attack you. However, it felt like we were getting so close to certain objectives and then we got attacked and we basically had to start all over again almost.
Yeah, so starting off, we had a plan. As a team, okay, you're that guy, you have this ability, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna make it to that room and get this, and this is how we're gonna do it. It's like, okay, break. And then the alien pops up and you're like, well, wait, am I still doing that? Or wait, are you doing that now? Or what happens? When rooms get booby trapped and alien gets drawn, it's like, you gotta pivot. You gotta pivot so many times that it's like, all right, I'm just gonna do whatever. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, and that can be fun because it is fun to, we gotta pivot, we gotta adjust. However, when that's always happening and you can never accomplish any of the tasks that you're trying to accomplish, at a certain point, it does get a little bit like, come on. One house rule that we came up with that we thought was kind of fun, and it could be applied to future co-op games, but it really applied well to this game, is we had the rule, you can't speak to another player unless they're in the same room as you. So the board is made up of separate rooms of the Nostromo that you're going to accomplish your tasks, and the rooms that the alien is in. And we made it where if you're in the same room as another player, or multiple players, then you can talk to those three, and you can talk only about what the three of you are doing. You can't whisper and be like, oh, I think Lee should do this, even though he's not in this room. I wonder, maybe he can hear us. You can't do that. You can only talk about strategy and what you're doing while you're in that room. And then if you're out of those rooms, if no one's in the same room, then no one can talk.
You know, after he said that, I was like, okay, now you have my attention. So we all started off talking, and then we broke out. And then it's like, you know, like, what? And then you get in the same room, you're like, hey Juliana, what's up? I think you should run over there. So overall, I'm gonna give this a 4. It's still a cooperative game and it hasn't hit that sweet spot for me yet. Yeah, I had fun. I like the Alien franchise and all the nostalgia of it, and even the production of all this, the board, the pieces, the illustrations, all great. Not there yet.
Overall, I'm going to give it a 5 based on how you're supposed to play it. I love the nostalgia of it. I love the pieces and everything about the production value. However, it's still a co-op and someone's going to take the lead and some people are going to be left behind. If you add in the house rule that we came up with, I think it makes the game a lot more interesting and a lot more true to the Alien franchise. I think it would probably bump my score up to a 7, maybe an 8. Since that's not the actual official rule though, I'm going to stick with a 5.
And Teresa gives it a 10.
And Juliana gives it a 2. And that was our review of Alien: Fate of the Nostromo.
What'd you think? Are you ready to stop your grinning and drop your linen? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you're enjoying our content, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. And if you want more Halloween content, check our description below.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
And I'm Kenny.